How you guys doing? I'm Atari. Let's talk about tech. Today we're going to be talking about the iPhone 13 Pro Max and whether I recommend it or I don't recommend it after 1 month of use. To start off, who is this phone for? I think this phone is for anybody who's a heavy user, somebody that's constantly taking pictures, videos on their phone, doing phone calls, Zoom calls, and just not home as much and always on the go, because this phone's battery is superb. It's by far the greatest phone battery that I've ever experienced. But I've used every iPhone that's come out in the last couple of years, and out of all of them, this is really the best experience I've had with battery life. So before this, I had a 12 mini, but the battery life on that was really bad. But I also think it has to do with I had 5G on all the time. I turned all 5G on this phone, which is going to segue into the next topic, which is 5G on this phone. Is 5G a reason to get this phone? Personally, I don't think so. I live outside of the city. I live outside of New York City, so the 5G towers over here, they're not really the greatest. I turned it off, so I'm using LTE, and LTE works better for me than 5G. That's just my experience with it, and I don't know if people have had better experience with that, but for me, I have T-Mobile, and 5G just does not work great in my area. So I don't know how it is in the cities. I don't know if it's better there, but on this phone, the battery life just outweighs the 12 mini by so much. It's literally miles ahead of the battery life. And considering all the features that I get on this phone, again, the battery life is just amazing. I'm impressed every time that I use it because I'm constantly on my phone and I'm not expecting any type of battery drainage after a couple minutes. It's not like on 90%, it's still on 99% after 20 minutes of use. So it's a great feature to have. Obviously, battery life is not the only feature, but battery life is definitely very important to me and to a lot of pro users. And considering this is the Pro Max, I think that title lives up to it, because this is meant for pro users, people that are on their phones 24/7, people that are constantly using their phones. And for me, a college student, I'm either on Zoom calls, I'm either on sometimes FaceTime with my friends, and I'm either at work or doing something for school. So having this and having the battery life and not worrying about having to charge is just a bonus, and definitely one of my favorite features on this phone. The second thing that I think is great about this phone is the camera. So this is a test of the iPhone 13 Pro Max camera and mic outside in a pretty breezy day. Not too breezy, but a little breezy. We're outside right now. It's the fall. We're enjoying that weather. Very beautiful outside. Trying to test out that cinematic mode. And let's see. I don't think I spoke about this in the video, but I'm just going to put this little segment in here just so you guys can get a little bit of what it sounds like, what it looks like on the portrait mode. This is the front camera, so it kind of gives you a little idea of what you're expecting with the cinematic mode. So the camera on this, whether you're using cinematic mode, regular, it's great. I have no complaints, honestly. It could get better, but right now I'm not disappointed. I think, iPhone camera is an iPhone camera at this point. You know what you're getting, and whether you're using social medias, whatever, it really looks the same to me. So iPhone camera is an iPhone camera, and anything from the iPhone 11 and up, I feel like it looks very similar. So the next thing that I want to talk about is the screen. The 120 hertz display is definitely noticeable. Personally, for me, I tried out my sister's iPhone XR, and I literally can see it. It just looks slow. And coming from the 13 Pro Max after a month, I'm just like, wow, like, I don't know how I was using that phone before. It just feels so slow, I had a 12 mini before, but still, like, the 60 hertz refresh rate, you can really notice it after you're using the 120 hertz for a little while. But it's not to say the 60 hertz is not smooth. It's just 120 hertz. Whole nother world. This 120 hertz is crazy. Like, when you show people like this, they're just like, woo, this is so smooth. Because it really is just really so smooth. So the display on this is beautiful. I think it's honestly one of the best displays I've seen. And my iPad Pro M1, that one has a great screen, and it has 120 hertz refresh rate, but the XDR display on this is just so much better. And I don't know, it's just a great display. Like, it's honestly amazing. And the notch, you don't really notice it. After a while, notch goes away. I've been using iPhones for the longest, and I don't really notice the notch. And at this point, it's an Apple staple, so if you don't have the notch, then you're not Team iPhone. That's just facts. That's it. And iPhones, they do their job. That's why I have an iPhone. It's easy, reliable. Don't gotta worry about nothing. So, the next thing that I want to talk about is software. Software iOS 15 is running great on this. I haven't really had any stutters. And overall, this phone is amazing. After 1 month of use, I'm really impressed. I like this a lot. I don't really have anything to complain about. Only thing I can really talk about is the phone. I mean, I have no complaints. I can't sit here and lie to you guys. I really do not have a complaint. Face ID on this, amazing. Everything on this phone is just great. This is definitely one of the best phones to get right now. And if you can't afford a 13 Pro Max, or you're in the market looking for a 13, I mean, base model 13, I can only imagine it's great. And if you want to save some extra money, get the 13 Pro. And if not, just go for a 12. Go for a 12 Pro. Go for 11 Pro Max. It's probably one of the best deals to get right now. 11 Pro Max, probably find that for like $500 right now. That is a bargain. You know, you're missing out on display. But besides that, the cameras are basically the same. Everything's basically the same. So that software is still there. The battery life is maybe not the best, but you know, you're getting the iPhone, and this is still similar to a 12 Pro Max and 11 Pro Max. You know, the 13 Pro Max battery is definitely the biggest change, and for me has been the greatest change. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The iPhone 13 Pro Max, I definitely do recommend it for any user, but especially for the creatives, pro users, anybody who's on their phone constantly. I think this is the phone for you. So do I recommend it again? Yes, I recommend this phone. But if you can save money, go for a 12, go for 11, and you're not really gonna be disappointed. So thank you guys for watching. Please consider subscribing, like, leave comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. So I want to come up here and apologize real quick. This is the little post production. I was really tired filming this video, and I could tell. So if you guys got a little annoyed or something, I apologize for that. I just wanted to get these videos out there, get this content out there for you guys. So yeah, if you could tell I was a little tired, I was. And just thank you, bear with me, guys, and have a great day. Peace.